All right, lads, welcome back to me podcast. Cheaper and Toby Mick Thomas here. How are you? Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and all of that. Listen, 263 episodes in. Yeah, I should have subscribed by now, right? What's the deal? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, throw in a comment what you like. I will want some interaction today from you from the comment section, no matter where you're watching or listening from Spotify or Apple or Podbean or whatever, every one of those. So on this week's topic, I will want a bit of interaction, bit of audience participation. Come see me live, July 24, 25, New Jersey, Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club. Looking forward to be back down on the shore. August 9th and 10th, Minnesota. I'm heading to the Irish Festival there with my good buddy Sean Finnerty. And the 26th of August, all the way through the 1st of September, I am at the Comedy Cabana in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Cannot wait to head back to you. Also, new sponsors. We got rid of the sponsors last week. Rhino Boner Pills seemed to upset a lot of people. This week's episode is brought to you by Hanes Wife Beaters. Hanes, if you're going to beat your wife, you might as well do it in style. Hanes. All right, that's a bit much. Also, this episode I want to dedicate to my good buddy Quentin Heggs, who passed away this week. R.I.P. Quentin Heggs, and to one of my best friends in comedy, Chris Roach, his father, Mr. Roach, who I've always called him, based on he also passed away this week. So rest in peace. God be with you, both of my friends who are moving on. Good timing too, right? Good timing too, I guess. This episode's out to you extra early, extra early, right? Sometimes the audio comes out early on a Saturday or Sunday, and the video comes out to you live on a Monday. This week I am doing it to you. It's now Friday afternoon. I am recording this. I just got back from the beach. I'm sunburnt, heading off to do wedding stuff, and then I got gigs tomorrow. I'm busy, but the reason why I'm bringing this out to you early is because there's a lot happening, big stories going on in the world, and I don't want to be behind in the podcast world, like, because all the podcasts come out Monday. I want to be ahead of the curve. I don't want every other comedian have told the jokes and people have touched on the same topics and points based on what's happening. So I wanted to get ahead of it, and we all know it is news. It's all over. Everyone's going to be talking about it, and it is, of course, the Hawk-Tuah girl. Now, wait a minute, Mick. We thought you were going to talk about the big debate between Donald Trump and President Joe Biden. I'm kidding. I am going to get to the debate. I do have some things I want to talk about the debate. I did watch it last night, but I do want to talk about the Hawk-Tuah girl. Blew up overnight. Amazing. And if you don't know what Hawk-Tuah girl is, you've been living under a rock. Basically, she came out, girl from, I think, Nashville. The video was taken in Nashville. She had that southern accent. Right? Who doesn't love a southern accent? Classy bird. And someone asked her about the secret to keeping a man happy, and she said, you gotta Hawk-Tuah, spit on that thing. That, again, adorable southern accent. And here's the thing, she's gone famous for a few reasons. Number one, nobody knows who she is. They can't find her, right? It was, remember that girl on the plane said, that motherfucker isn't real. She's like one of those people. We don't know who she is. When is she going to surface? But she is adored and loved by men, hated by women. Why is she hated by women? Well, we all know the usual stuff, that women don't like to be kind of thrown under the bus by other women. Because you know why women don't like her? Because she has called women out. She has shown women that she has shown their men that there's a next level to the thing, right? There's a next level to blowjobs. And she's called out women who, for years, like, I'm great at it, right? She has basically highlighted to the men that they're not getting the full package, the full service, right? You know, when you get cable. You get cable, do you want the movie package? Do you want the sports package? You're like, well, that's a bit expensive. I'll just get the movie package right now. Not knowing you could get the sports channel. And now there's a blowjob channel apparently you didn't even know about. That's what she did. She highlighted. It's like this, right? It's like, let's say once a year, probably on your birthday, right, lads? This one's to you, right? Probably on your birthday once a year, you get on a plane and you fly to Delaware. Just every year, it's on your birthday, you go to Delaware. But because that's all you know. That is all you know exists, right? You only know the planes just go to Delaware. But guess what? Now you just found out that the plane, not only does it just go to but there's a plane that goes to Miami. The plane goes to Miami. Also, there's a first class on the plane. Don't you want to be on that flight? And that's what is upsetting women. That's what upset women, because we now want to be on that flight to Miami in first class. We're done being in coach on Spirit Airlines going to boring Delaware once a year on her birthday. This angel, and that's all I can call her, angel has shown us a different way, and maybe we want more. We want more. Right, men? Where's our parade now? Where's our protest? Women want equal rights. We want Hawk-Tuah girl. And also too, like, I think women like don't like it too, because it's also been highlighted that the stuff that you think men care about is gone, right? It's like, oh, I got my nails on. Your nails look lovely. They're very cute. I don't care about your nails. Hawk-Tuah on that thing, right? You got a new dress. It's very expensive. It makes your butt look perfect. Just, we don't care. Hawk-Tuah on that thing. Oh wait, you're going to offer to pay for the full meal? We don't care. We don't give a shit. Hawk-Tuah on that thing. Nobody cares. And that's the weird thing about it. And that's why you think women hate her. But here's the thing. This poor girl, nobody knows who she is. Nobody knows where she is. Right? Nobody knows who she is, where she hails from. Probably the southern border she's got. Probably south of the Mississippi with that accent. Nobody knows. But like, here's the thing. From now on, she's fucked no matter what job she gets. No matter what, what if she's a librarian? You get there, like, she checks out, you're just checking out these 2 books. Anything else I can do for you? Yeah, you can Hawk-Tuah on those books. Right? What if she's a bank teller? You might walk into a local Bank of America, Chase, whatever. I hate banks. You walk in the door, cashing a check. How'd you like that money back? I don't give a shit. Hawk-Tuah on that money. That's it. Let's be honest. The only job she can get now where it's not going to be embarrassing is she's a shoe shine. That's it. That's it. That's all she can do. Anyway, hail to Hawk-Tuah girl. Good for her. And I think if the debate, the president debate that we had last night, if either one of those candidates, right, can get her to endorse them, that's our winner. That is our winner. Whoever comes out first, Biden or Trump, whichever one can get her, she comes out and goes, I'm the Hawk-Tuah girl, and this person's got my vote. Election won by a landslide. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that, right? Everyone's talking about, oh, they might pull Biden out now and they might put in someone else. And you heard it here first. No, you didn't. Everyone is saying it. No one is saying if the Hawk-Tuah girl endorses them, that is who is going to win the election. So here's to you, Hawk-Tuah girl. Anyway, last night, Thursday, it's now Friday. Last night, we watched the debate. I think everybody watched the debate, looking at what to expect. Now, I watched the debate. Here's the thing that scares me. First of all, let me start off with talking about how sad I was. Now, I'm gonna make fun of Biden in this episode. I'm gonna make fun of Donald Trump in this episode, because both of them were not, did not give enough of a performance where they were worthy of to be left out of any kind of form of joke or ridicule. So before I get into all that, I truly, truly wanted to say how sad I was. How sad I was to see Joe Biden. I really felt bad for Joe Biden as a man, as somebody who has had 2 grandfathers and lost them, who had a father who lost him, who's a fan of the seniors. I'm a big fan of the seniors, I'll be honest with you. Just to watch him just look off into space, go, and you could tell he's like, I just want this to be over. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, you could tell he had enough. He had enough. He didn't want to do anymore. So and here's what's really sad. Now, here's things you can do, right? And again, I love a good fact check. I love when people come back at me. Still people saying, oh, you stole that dog bit. Again, I'm up to accuser number 11. Nobody can show me who I stole it from. But anyway, I do like a good fact check. So you can go on after this and watch videos from after CNN. After CNN. And I don't post them on my page, and here's why, because I don't want people thinking like, oh, you're just this anti-Joe Biden, pro-Trump guy, because then that pisses off fans and they leave and that kind of stuff. And I don't, but if you watch these videos after the election, you will see the show ends and Trump walks off stage and the cameras are still rolling. And then you see 2 people come onto the stage, Jill Biden being one of them and one of his other handlers, and they hold his hand on either side, and 2 of them have to help him down the steps. Down 3 steps, by the way. And I was like, my Lord, is that what you're putting up there as a Democrat? That poor man. And I'm going to say it. before I get into insulting the job that he's doing. That poor man. And then there's a video again, and it's Joe Biden on a stage surrounded by a few people. You don't see how many people, you just see a few phones in the air. And all you hear is Jill to the camera. And I think I might post this one. She goes, Joe, you did such a great job. You answered all the questions. Just like, do you ever watch a fucking Dora the Explorer video? Like, because if you have kids, you've had to, or a Go Diego Go, or a fucking Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, or whatever the fuck it is. And they turn to the camera, the kids, and they go, do you know how many apples are on the tree? Yes, 4. 4 apples. And that is how she speaks to fucking Joe Biden. I will post it. Fuck it, why not? And then she turns to the crowd and she goes, and what did Donald... I'm not making this up. I'm not exaggerating. This is not fucking me being, all right, Mick, you're kind of, you know, you're putting a little bit of embellishment on this. I'm not. And then she goes to the crowd, and what did Donald Trump do? And the audience all went, lie. It was... it's fucking embarrassing to watch, man. It's embarrassing to watch that. So let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. CNN hosted it. It can only air on all the liberal pages, right? It could only on the left sides. Again, I correct myself, I'm liberal because we all are liberal, I think, in our own way. It was on NBC, ABC, and CNN, right? The 3 left-leaning news places. I watch it on HBO. And was it fair? Was it fair? I would say yes, pretty much. It was a fair election. It was not a fair election. It was a fair debate. And it was weird because Biden came in with all these rules to the point where, like, when I heard about that, I was like, that's not going to end well for Trump. Because they're going to have so many fucking... They're just going to fuck him over. Like, I thought they're really going to fuck over Donald Trump. And I'll be honest with you, I thought the debate... Stop saying election, Mick. I thought the debate was very, very fair in relation to how they handled it. However, having said that, nevertheless, John, there was two times where I kind of went, where CNN kind of answered one of his questions and then led him in the next one. I wanted me to go back and watch it where they go like, Joe Biden, you have, and they did this for Trump, but not as, you know, they go, Trump, you have 48 seconds left. Do you want to speak about the original question? Because they jumped around a bit, and I'll get to that in a second. And they go to Joe Biden. They go, well, Joe, you have 38 seconds. Do you wanna answer, or are you okay with the answer of? And I don't remember what he said, but he gave him the best way to end that comment. And Joe went, yes, that I want to end on that one. Right? It's like, you know, when you're doing your homework with your kids and you want to be a father, like you want to be a good dad, and you're doing homework with your kids. And then you're fucking like, so if I have 5 apples and I take away 2 apples, how many apples do I have? And the kid is just, your kid's a fucking dummy, and you're exhausted because you just busted your ass all day and you got shit to do, and then you just don't have the patience. So if I have 5, it would be 2, right? Would you say it's 2? And you're giving him the answer without saying, here is the answer. You're giving him the answer. And they treat him like a kid. And they did that to him twice, I believe. Go back and watch it and tell me if you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's what I think. But apart from those 2 little hiccups, I did find it to be a fair debate in relation to how it was moderated. Having said that, it is a stupid. I do believe RFK should have been there. I just do. I think he has interesting things to say, and I think he should be taken seriously. Should be taken serious? Should be taken seriously. I don't know. But anyway, I do think though that, you know, you take something on so strong, and they go like one of the topics was like fentanyl addiction, and they go, you got 2 minutes to solve that problem. How are you going to do it? I do think no matter who it is, Biden or Trump, it is unfair to ask somebody to come up with the solution, to come up with a good positive spin with just 2 minutes to go and a minute rebuttal. So that's why, and people were complaining about that online. They would go to Biden, and both of them did it. More so Trump. They would go, can I just go back 2 questions ago? Let me go back there, and I want to finish that point. And people are like, just answer the fucking question. Well, because you don't have that, like, you have a lot to get out, and I do kind of sympathize with both of them on that one because, listen, you're giving me 2 minutes. Like Joe Rogan had a great, I don't know if you know who Joe Rogan is. This guy has a podcast. I don't know. It's probably not popular enough. You haven't probably heard of it. Small podcast. And he always made a great point saying, like you can't expect people to get these 2-minute sound bites and expect that's the guy I want to vote for. You know, to have them sit down for like a 3-hour conversation that he does sometimes is a great way to really open somebody up and get to know what they are, where they are, where's their faults, where's their strengths, where's their weaknesses. I just think a 2-minute, clip to go solve the problem in world hunger is, a bit fucked up. But however, so I think, yeah, so I think CNN. Now, before I go into the actual comments of what they were saying and how it reacted, here's what I did feel. I felt like, oof, these are our choices now. And it's and I do favor one more than the other, I'll be honest with you. But as a man of faith, it just makes me glad that, I said it before to annoy people, but I mean it. It doesn't matter who's president. Jesus is going to be king, and it's just, you need Jesus. You need Jesus with these two guys. You do. You really do. And again, I'm not shitting on either party. If you're listening to this now and you're going to hang up and stop listening, unfollow, unsubscribe, but you do. You need Jesus. You can't put your faith in these two. You just can't. You can put your faith in them in relation to, like, they're going to fix the economy. Well, one is probably going to do a much better job of fixing the economy than the other. One's going to do a better job of taking us out of wars and that kind of stuff and maybe closing a border down. But in relation to your survival and where you're going to go, you got to give it to the King of Kings, Jesus, because these two lads are not gonna fucking solve the big problem. Some of the things I take away from it. If I was a black person watching this debate last night, I would have been highly insulted. My buddy Quentin Heggs passed away this week. R.I.P. Quentin Heggs. He's a black. He was a black, Quentin was. And again, no matter who you're talking about, can you imagine how the pandering to black and I think black people are like, what I thought we were all Americans, right? I thought we were Americans. So for CNN to ask that question, and some people think it's important, like how the black community views them, but like, aren't we Americans? Again, I'm Irish and an American. I have dual citizenship, right? And if you're watching this from another country, if you were in another country, like, obviously it does affect you, because like it or not, when America sneezes, the rest of the world catches a cold. So but to watch that, if I was a black person, I would have been highly fucking insulted. I really would. To my black friends, I'm interested to find out what you think. Like, I would have been highly insulted, right? And then they're talking about black job. What's a black job? What's a black job? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I think Trump said, like, the Mexicans are coming in, they're coming over the border, and they're taking all the black jobs. Like, I was just really waiting for it. They're taking all the black jobs. Like, they're coming over here, they're going to do all the looting. The black people can't do no looting, there's nothing left to loot. Like, you were that, like, what are you talking about? Right? You know what I mean? And then Biden tried to unite us. And Biden goes about black people, he goes, we're going to give black people $10,000 to help with their down payment on the mortgage. And people are like, what the fuck? Excuse me, I'm a white person. I'm an Asian person. I'm a Hispanic person. I'm an Eskimo. I don't qualify for that $10,000. Like, I'm fucking struggling too, mate. I can't buy a house. And you're just going to go on national television and go, yeah, we're going to give 10 grand to blacks to help them buy a house. You're not uniting us, you fucking idiot. You're pandering to separate groups, trying to get them to fucking buy your vote. Unfucking real, man. Unreal. And then like, you're out there and you're like, I mean, Donald, like, Biden, he had the computer chip went, right? The malfunction happened. The robotics broke. I thought he was going to get through. And this is him on steroids, by the way, right? This is the problem, right? Because remember when he came out to State of the Union a few months ago? I was like, remember I talked about it briefly? I was like, what the fuck? Whatever he's on, I want it. Because he came out, fuck him, man. Now he said bullshit, right? But he didn't stutter. He came out, he fucking, I didn't agree with anything he said, but he came out fucking swinging for the fence. Like, all right, this guy's doing all right. Last night he was on the same fucking medication, the same steroids, the same mixture, and he fucking stumbled and he just stopped talking, And he just started lying, and he kept calling Trump a liar constantly, and he was just like saying, I never, not one military person died under my watch. You fucking what? How about you Google Tower 22? How about you Google, I won't even tell you what it is because it'll get banned. Google Tower 22. Google when he left Afghanistan and that, all the fucking American soldiers that died. Google it. And then you go up and you can say like, I never, not one person died under my watch. But the funny part was like Trump was the best at everything, wasn't he? Like everything he did was the best. You can ask anybody, I'm the best at. Like everybody says I'm the greatest. Like have a bit of humility, Don. Like people want to vote for you because here's the thing: Biden is basically giving you everything on a platter. Because my thing about Biden is like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to that. You had 4 years, mate, and you didn't do any of it. So why? What's the difference in the next 4 years? You've only gotten worse in relation to the cognitive, right? You're falling apart, right? Your policies are shit. You're separating the country. Crime is on an all-time fucking high, right? What are you doing? Right? You've basically handed him the election, and fucking Trump, all you gotta do is keep your mouth shut, mate, and come back with facts and figures. But you're not. Trump's out there just going like, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. There's nobody better than me. I was like, gee, fucking be humble, mate. Like, be a little bit humble. Like, we all fuck up a little bit once in a while. Say we all fuck up a little bit. You know? We just, like, and so many important questions were asked that they didn't get to. And again, and I know why, based on, they didn't avoid the questions. I just think based on, like I said earlier, the time frame wasn't that long. So they had to kind of double back and waste the question on that one. And, you know, to borrow time from the other question. And then it just turned in, like, when Biden was talking about, like abortion, right? He just, like, it's a weird topic. And it's like, you made your point. You said the Roe v. Wade. You said Trump, is disgusting. End it there. You could have ended it there. What does he do then? He goes, and then the girl died, and the immigrants raped and killed the girl. Biden, that was your mistake, you fucking idiot. Like, you highlighted your own mistake. You could have just kept your mouth. Like, it's just fucking weird, man, you know? And then it turned into who was better at golf. That's, like, if that's what we do, then that's what we do. Because I would watch that, right? Wouldn't we do that instead of an election? Wouldn't we do that? Like, I have a joke about it, about the duel. Whoever wins in a duel becomes the president. But wouldn't that, they kind of gave it to us, like, you just play a game of golf, whoever wins, that's it. Fucking whoever wins the golf, that's our president, right? And that's what they did, man. I tell you though, it didn't, and I could sit there and go into fucking like every last and nitpick everything on it, but I mean, despite who you think won, we didn't win. That's for fucking damn sure. Will they pull Biden out now? Probably get rid of him. They'll probably just not after him on steroids. That's the best he's going to do. There 2 more debates. I think there's 2 more coming up. I could be wrong. Could be just 1 more debate to go. He's only getting worse. I don't know, man. It's a fucking weird. It's a weird time. I'm glad I watched it. It was history in the making. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fucking interesting. It really is. And I just think that the next one, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore now. I'm having a Biden moment. You know what I mean? I'm shitting on Biden for fucking having a brain fart when I can't even get through. I'm just lost for words of how bad that the whole thing was, right? And then the weird thing about it though is the delusion the next day of everybody. He was fucking, Biden killed it. Biden killed it. Biden didn't kill it, right? And Trump didn't like destroy Biden like everyone said he was going to do. Like did you just did like all you had to do, and this is Donnie if you're listening, I'll talk to you later off air, but all you had to do, Donnie, is just go, look at guys, the last 4 years, here's what I did when I was in charge. The groceries were here, he's in charge, they're here. Just tell talk to the American people. Like you don't. He said this one thing, which, and I understand where his heart was, and he said, when Trump said it, he goes, first of all, I have the best heart there ever is. I have a much better heart than the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. He said one thing, he was like, basically the premise of what he was trying to say is that, like, I didn't want to be president, I didn't run for president because I see how bad this guy is doing. That's all you had to say. But Trump, in a way to relate to us, relate to the people, right, he said, I could have been at one of my many properties just sitting back like, yeah, I can relate to that guy. We all have many properties, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's all I'm trying. I don't know. Trump, next time, stick to facts and figures, mate. Stick to facts and figures. Look, talk about what you did so well in the last time around. Highlight what he's not doing. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Right? Try be a man of the people. You don't need to say, like, I don't know which mansion I want to sit in to fucking not run for president. Like, you don't, that's all you gotta do. Biden, I have no advice for you, but I don't know. But my honest advice for Joe Biden is just, and his group, let him go. Let him go to the light, Karen. Go to the light, Karen. Like, let him, he's got days left, I think, on this planet. He really does. He's got a few days left, right? Let him go and enjoy whatever he likes to do. Let him have ice cream, right? All day long. I would fucking love that. I've had ice cream every night this week. As I say that, I'm not kidding. I'm not going to make fun of Joe Biden for doing it. Ice cream is fucking delicious. I've had Cornettos, and I've had Haagen-Dazs from a big tub, and I've had a Twix ice cream all this week, from straight through Saturday till tonight. Tonight is Friday, and I'll have it tomorrow. So I'm not faulting Joe Biden for eating ice cream. Let him go. Let him go and eat ice cream. That's it. Leave the country to let the running of the country and the politics to somebody else. Because, I don't know, man. I truly feel bad for Joe Biden. I really do. I don't think he's a good president. I think his whole administration is rotten to the core. I do. I think the whole administration is rotten to the core. He's not pulling the strings. He's not making the decisions. He's really not. And I just think, let him go. Please, just fucking let him go and eat ice cream. And that's it. That's it. And again, guys, don't worry about who's president, because Jesus is king. That's all you need to worry about. All right, listen, I got to go. This episode came out nice and early. Thanks for liking, subscribing, sharing, and coming on back. I do appreciate you. And as always, wash your hands, you dirty fuckers. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.